My friend set it up. It's not like I go out with random men all the time. Chief Higgins jotted something else down on his notepad. I desperately wanted to know what he'd written, but didn't pry. A growing sense of dread had me eyeing the door instead.
So, you'd never met him before last night?
No, I hadn't.
Did you know anything at all about him? Where he worked? Who he spent time with? Where he grew up? Anything like that?
No. I crossed my arms. We didn't get too personal with our conversation since it was our first date and all. Another thought. He did leave me with the check. Is that what this is about? I paid for both meals. The waiter gave me a discount because I suppose he felt bad for me. Wasn't he supposed to do that?
You paid, and then you went home alone.
Anger started simmering under the fear. Yes, I went home alone. I spoke to my neighbor Edna when I got there. I added the last, just in case he needed a witness.
What time was this?
I don't know. Before 9? I didn't check the time, but it wasn't too late. I didn't hang around too long after I realized Grady had abandoned me. I went straight home, spent some time with my cat, and then I went to bed. Another jot in the old notebook. Then Higgins flipped it closed, stuffed it back into his pocket, and sat back to stare at me as if searching for deception. I met his stare, though I was shaken. Why was he asking about my whereabouts after my date? Beforehand, I understood. There was a disturbance thanks to Edward. Alan the waiter had taken a little off my check when Grady had ghosted me, but that wasn't police business. Oh no. Full-on panic welled up inside me. Why ask about where I was after my date? Because something had happened afterward. Where's Grady? I asked, voice coming out small and frustratingly frightened. Chief Higgins studied me a moment longer before speaking.
We got a call early this morning,
he said, keeping his voice as steady as his gaze.
Officers arrived at an apartment at around 6 o'clock this morning and found the door to be unlocked and slightly ajar. The caller was never identified, nor were they on the scene.
Higgins licked his lips and, oddly, seemed to grow uncomfortable. We had a history, one that was often contentious, but I never got the impression that Dan Higgins didn't like me. Whatever he had to say, he knew I wasn't going to like it. Chief Higgins? I asked, leaning forward. Did something happen to Grady after our date? He swallowed, went on.
An open planner was found on the scene. Your name was written on it, along with the name of a restaurant, Market Inn. Both your name and the restaurant name were circled.
He paused, and the look he gave me was full of pity.
I'm sorry, Ash.
He didn't have to say it. I already knew. Grady Richards was dead.